Memes. Memes, everybody! If you're a good person on the internet who has a lot of respect for people, then don't share this meme. Or this meme, or that meme. Don't share this meme. Because if you share any of these memes, you will get labeled as disrespectful, bastos, inconsiderate, walang pinag-aralan, and a lot of other negative things from the Philippine online community faster than you can subscribe to this channel. So hey guys, welcome again to another video on the series that I make when I have too many things that I'm thinking of in my mind and I have to express it by talking to a camera. Because I have no friends. You know what I'm saying?
But Ethan, what are you thinking of that's bothering you that you have to make another shitty video on YouTube?
Well, originally this was supposed to be a video talking about how the online community reacted to certain memes that exploded on Philippine internet in the past few months. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already seen the memes that I'm talking about. These are the memes that came out during interviews with people in police stations, si paano mo nasabi?
Paano masabi?
Wala na, finish na.
Wala na, finish na.
Advance ako mag-isip.
Advance ako mag-isip.
You know those guys. And recently, the past few months, a lot of people have been making memes of it, and I found it pretty funny. But a lot of people in the online community apparently did not. Such is the nature of the online community that there are always going to be diverse opinions about a certain topic. And to me, these memes are nothing more than simple memes, they're made for humor, but a lot of people didn't see it that way. So originally I was supposed to make a video talking about this, especially because what spurred me to talk about it in the first place was a tweet that I saw on Twitter. And the content of the tweet was basically this. Before we all glorify paano mo nasabing meme guy, let us not forget that an innocent waitress was stabbed to death simply because he, as a customer, wasn't so happy with their service. That is the face of a smiling man who murdered an innocent woman. More tweets from Twitter. It is sickening to see that a lot of people actually find these memes humorous, when in fact, they are memes glorifying known criminals. From rapists, to murderers, to thieves, to drug dealers. Please, grow up. So whenever I make a talking video, I always want to be as objective as I can. So I understand where these people are coming from. They see that people are laughing and making jokes about somebody who did something really bad. These are criminals. Especially the paano mo nasabi meme.
Paano masabi?
We all know his face. He became viral. People actually went to the place where he was being confined just to have pictures with him. And these people who made these tweets, they were obviously reacting negatively to it. Because to them, taking a picture with someone or making a meme of it is glorifying the person in the picture. And yes, it makes sense. I understand where they're coming from. It makes sense to me. I understand their thought process, but I don't agree with it. I disagree. Let me back up what I just said. So memes have existed ever since there was probably internet. So at least memes have been around for almost 2 decades. And over the course of those 2 decades, meme history is literally stained with the word offensive. Starting from the earliest memes up to the memes until now, there was never a point in the timeline of making memes where people didn't find something offensive. In my previous video, we talked about the word offensive. And to reiterate, the word offensive is a subjective word, meaning that if somebody finds something offensive, another person can also find it not offensive. And both of y'all have to respect their opinions on that. Just like how even if I disagree with the notion that sharing that kind of meme is glorifying the person, even if I disagree with that, I respect that opinion entirely. And the reason I'm making this video is so that I can also voice out my opinion on the matter.
But Ethan, I thought you weren't going to talk about memes. Didn't you have something else to talk about?
Yeah, so the primary intention of this video was to talk about my opinion on the memes, but then I read something else online. So there's this post that a lot of Filipinos online, they found offensive, and likewise a lot of people found it humorous. So that kind of thing happening, by this point in time, it's already labeled as normal online, you see it everywhere. So this post had a lot of people arguing about it in the comments. And one of the most upvoted comments there said this: "Ito ang tinatawag na social media. Free po kayo magsalita ng kung ano-ano. Sana matuto din ng tinatawag na respeto! Kung may pinag-aralan po kayo o pinalaki kayo ng magulang nyo ng maayos, meron po kayong respeto sa kapwa. Kung wala po kayo nito, talaga pong pinanganak po talaga kayong bastos at walang pinag-aralan." Wow! Wow! Such powerful words! I can already feel the respeto flowing back into me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that what she said was bad, but I'm just saying that I disagree with what she said as well. Going back to what she first said, ito ang tinatawag na social media. Free po kayong magsalita ng kung ano-ano. And that's true. Remember, a basic right is freedom of speech. Everyone has that, freedom of speech and expression. So the person who wrote this is right there. She started off with a fact. She said that everyone has the freedom to say whatever they want. And that's true, especially on social media because it's the internet. You can't stop anyone from saying anything there. Then she follows it up with her opinion. It's a common thing that you see online and even in real life where somebody's trying to present their opinion and they always start with a fact and then they follow it up with their opinion. Because when you start off with the fact, it kind of gives the feel that everything else that they'll say after the fact is, like true. So she follows it up with her opinion saying, sana matuto din ng tinatawag na respeto. Kung may pinag-aralan po kayo o pinalaki kayo ng magulang nyo ng maayos, meron po kayong respeto sa kapwa. Now here's the fallacy that I see here. The problem that I see with her comment here is that she's asking for respect. And obviously, she's asking for respect because she finds whatever was posted offensive. She finds what she saw offensive, so like, please respect me and respect everyone else who found it offensive and don't post this kind of stuff. And here's what I find wrong with that kind of statement. And it's something that's so common here in the Philippines. People need to understand that in these kinds of threads and forums, if they're the person that finds something offensive, it doesn't make them special. It doesn't make them better than everyone else that's commenting, or even the person who made the post that they found offensive in the first place. Because everyone's equal, right? And if everyone's equal, then everyone is entitled to that kind of opinion as well. It means everyone is entitled to respect. And that contrasts with what she's saying, because she's trying to argue that they should respect her and the people who find it offensive and not post those kinds of stuff anymore. But on the other hand, the other party can also use that argument against her, like, hey you, we don't find this offensive, we find it funny. Can't you respect our opinion as well? Why is it only your opinion that has to be respected, huh? And that's true, that's the entire point of it. Sound familiar? That's why I decided to put this all in one video. The people who find the memes offensive, like the paano mo nasabi memes, and say that they find it offensive because they're glorifying criminals, have consideration for the people whose families were affected by those criminals, those kinds of stuff. So those are the people in the first party. And the people that are in the second party, they're those people that say, hey, I find this funny. I find it funny that I was able to turn a bad situation into a good one by making a sad situation into a funny one. And I find that funny, and a lot of people find it funny, and it makes me happy that I'm able to make other people happy too. So we talked about this in the previous video. We said that humor is subjective, just like finding something offensive is also subjective. And this is something that extends far beyond just memes on the internet and posts on the internet. This actually extends to real life, and it's something that I've always found wrong with the mentality of Filipinos, people in my country. It's that people don't know how to live and let live. They don't know how to respect other people just because they find something offensive. If they find something offensive, they immediately jump on it. They immediately go and red flag it. They immediately report it. They immediately go keyboard warrior mode. They immediately go on the internet and start typing up paragraphs of negativity going against that because they find something offensive. And really, where's the respect there? People like this, they ask for respect, but they don't give it to the person that they're asking it from. How can that person respect them then? It's a philosophy that I've lived with and acquired over the years, and that's the philosophy of live and let live. And that's something that I think people need to have. It's something that people need to put in their lives, the philosophy of live and let live. Because people are always so affected when they see something going against what they believe in. They don't stop to think that that person is exactly like them. And that when you go against what they believe in, it's the same as if somebody went against you and what you believe in. Because everyone is human. It's human nature. It's like the problem is that people fail to realize that everyone is human and that everyone has their own opinions, and all of those opinions vary because it's human nature. Everyone's different. And people fail to see that. Live and let live, man. Live and let live has been my motto for the past years, and it's something that I want people to know as well. That people have to respect each other if they also want to be respected. That is to say that it's okay for them to post their opinions online, but for them to go so far as to put a label on people who go against what they believe in. Saying stuff like what I said in the beginning, that if you share these kinds of memes, or if you're this kind of person, or if you don't believe in what they believe in, the Philippine community will brand you as disrespectful or walang pinag-aralan, just like what this person is saying. Pinanganak na walang respeto, walang future yan na maganda. Those kinds of stuff, people keep saying those kinds of things, and it needs to stop. It's such a toxic mentality, ever present in the Philippine online community. And the only way that it will stop is if people learn how to live and let live. You do you and they do themselves. A wise man once said that forcing good intentions on other people is no different from an evil act. Even if you think that what you're doing is good, that you're correcting them, even Even if you believe that you're spreading the word of God, forcing them on other people like that isn't the way to do it. You can obviously express your opinion. That's your right. Like what I'm doing right now, I'm expressing my opinion. And if you who are watching, if you disagree with what I say, then that's fine. I respect that. I respect your opinion. And likewise, I'm asking that people respect mine. So in conclusion, this is a pretty rushed video, so I apologize if the flow wasn't that good or if I wasn't able to present my points that well. There's some construction going on outside and I tried to like make the best of it. So there you go. Yeah, so there's some construction going on outside, so I just rushed this during their lunch break, which is like 30 minutes long. But I hope that I was able to impart that this is the motto of the channel. The motto of this channel, if you're following me, will always be live and let live. And that's we respect what people think and we're not obliged to conform to what they think as well. Because everything is subjective and humans are humans. So that's the conclusion. Don't let people dictate what's right and what's wrong to you. You find that out for yourself. If you find something funny, feel free to share that, even if people will judge you. Because again, online community, toxic mentality, of course, it's already integrated there, being judgmental, just because they're just because somebody else thinks different from them. Like, they're not any better than the person that they're trying to degrade. Especially, they're probably even worse if they're trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everyone, like I said in the last video, exercise your freedom of expression and your freedom to say what you want. But again, remember that freedom always carries consequences and you have to be responsible for your actions. But the point of this video is for people to not forget that they have the freedom to express themselves. And if somebody asks you to respect them, ask them to respect you as well. That's all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.